to talk about Ferguson, Missouri. I know everybody has been seeing it in the news lately. Everybody knows about the young man who got his life taken. I think we touched on it for a brief minute last time. And right now, it's at a scary point in our country. Anytime you have certain freedoms and those freedoms are challenged, taken away, you have the civil unrest going on with the people. The thing that scares me the most right now is the fact that these are U.S. citizens and we have armed cops pointing guns and at the city, let alone they're black. That's second. They're human beings and citizens and taxpayers and contributors to society in our country. And it's scary because this is where our country's at right now. And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it at all. And that's even more scarier.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like one of those things where we see obviously us not acknowledging it has gotten us to this point.
Thank you.
I mean, we're on the verge of literally a disaster.
Yeah.
The country is literally on the verge of disaster, because if this situation goes completely left, which it looks like it's going, we're going to see riots, we're going to see melee, we're going to see people getting hurt, killed, beaten. We're going to see a complete just collapse, and we're going to see people at their worst.
We're going to see like martial law take over. And for me, I was saying earlier, I'd like to see, and I know our president can't save us just because he's a black president, but I think he needs, today they were like, he doesn't have any plans on going there. I'm like, he needs to be there. To me, he needs to be there right now, honestly.
Because somebody with his influence,
thank you,
and what he's accomplished, people need to see him there, just speaking to him and just talking to him and letting them know, you know what, we hear you. We gotta try to find some way to work this out. And my thing is, it's a shame that it even got to this point.
Exactly.
I mean, because for years we've been seeing this complete just brutality and just by police officers, and just complete misuse to be nice about it, misuse of their powers. And whenever you start killing kids,
thank you.
I mean, where does it stop? You know what I mean? Like, if it can happen to him, and especially, I mean, in your case, you have a son.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And how do you give your kid a speech?
Yeah.
How do you prepare him? Okay, you're getting ready for high school. You're turning 14. You're turning 15. Then you'll be 18. And I'm like, you got to teach him how to be a man, but you have to teach him how to dodge and duck situations that sometimes he may not have any handle over the situation.
Thank you.
And the one thing that hurt me the most when I first saw the young man dead, it actually like almost brought me to tears. It was like just the lack of respect for life.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they don't even think about it. Like, I mean, it's just, you see, they don't really even, it's just like, oh, well, yeah, we shot him.
It's another person.
Just another one dead. And the thing is sad is, and this goes, like you said, not even just on that black and white thing, on a human.
Thank you.
It's a 17-year-old kid.
It's a child.
It's a child. Like, and they're talking about a police officer who is supposed to be able to take down. If you can't handle a 17-year-old kid, you shouldn't be on the force.
You shouldn't be there at all.
Yeah.
For you to shoot the kid in the face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then in the back. Like, I mean, like,
for your non-stop repeated.
Yeah.
That's where I have.
There's
a problem.
emotion in there.
Thank you.
There was emotion in there. There was hatred in there.
Either there's hatred and you're relieved, and it's making you feel good to get that out, and it's just to keep going. That's like somebody who stabbed somebody 50 times.
Yeah.
After a while, it's pleasurable to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting some kind of joy or satisfaction out of
Yeah.
the act that you're actually committing.
And yeah, I mean, and that's you can see there had to be hatred. I mean, because it wasn't like you just shot him once or twice to get him down. You shot him multiple times in multiple
Hoping
vital.
to kill him.
Yeah,
like,
hoping to kill him. You shot him in the face.
I'm not going to give someone the benefit of the doubt who stands over someone and shoots them.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stupid. Like, you're doing that to kill.
Yeah,
that's
execution.
That's
stuff.
your intent.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if somebody broke into my house and they were running out and I shot them in the back, I would go to jail because that was obviously not self-defense.
No,
At that point,
no.
you were
your act was malicious.
Yeah, you were malicious. Like at that point, you were on the attack.
Thank you.
You know, so for a police officer, and this is what drives me crazy about America. It's a great country. There's a lot of things that you can do here, but why does it always have to wait until things get to the absolute worst?
Till the pot boils over.
Yeah.
For us to notice there's a problem.
Yeah.
De-escalate it in the midst of a riot. There's no de-escalation.
Thank you.
Like
we're not proactive at all. We're all reactive.
About anything.
Yeah.
Like,
about anything.
We know what's
dies.
coming. They said we knew 9/11 was coming. We waited till the buildings fell down.
Yeah.
We
knew the LA riots were coming.
You.
Like, you know what I mean? It was like, and now here you are on the verge of it again, and you're still. Oh well, you know what? Well, we're gonna try to. We're going to try to
curfew on them, and these aren't like
this isn't going to go away. Yeah.
This is a whole town.
Yeah, and a whole culture that has years and years of pent up anger, and is literally tired of it. It's literally tired of it. Like
that's the thing that irritates me about some of the people that I see on Facebook, white and black. The thing that irritates me the most is when people act like because it hasn't hit Swickley, or it hasn't hit Ambridge, or it hasn't
they haven't gone through it,
or they haven't gone through it, that it's not an issue. So it's not an issue because it's never happened to you. So when it happens to you, you shouldn't expect anyone to react. We shouldn't expect you to react or anything like that. That's the part that irritates me. When I look at people, and no disrespect to the ice bucket challenge, and I did it, and it's for a good cause, and it raises millions of dollars. This cause, there's no amount of money in the world you can give to stop it, but you can do things. That's why I call some people out when they'll take a stance in this country on certain things, but when they feel like they might go against the grain or the norm, or these things can happen to you in your neighborhood. These things can tear down your neighborhood, let alone your house.
Literally. I mean, look at Ferguson. It's a little town just like these.
It's like 11,000, 20,000 people maybe.
Just like Ambridge, Jeanette, Alquippa, whatever it may be. And they are literally on the verge of a race war.
Like, at this point, they don't care.
They do not care.
I told my wife earlier, first of all, it shows you how they view black people as animals in the country. I mean, honestly, you're pointing not the rubber pellets. No, you got bullets, AKs and assault rifles pointed at these people. And I told my wife earlier, honestly, all it takes is one slip of the trigger and they're all going off.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, literally.
And the town's not there no more.
Thank you. And now you have something that was an awful situation going to just the worst it can possibly. I mean, this is stuff that tears a country apart quickly. I mean, because now there was already a ridge, and now they're just making that much more of a ridge, and so all it takes is somebody to come in there and feed off of that divide. Before you know it, we're not united no more.
No,
we're not united anymore.
But there will be no unification at all.
I mean, and that just, to me, it's literally scary, because I know I felt it. When I came into work on Monday, I felt it. Like, I could feel, you could feel it in the air. Like, I saw more police officers walking around. You can feel it. The country is literally pissed off. I mean, and my question is too, when I see some of the stuff that some of these people put on Facebook and stuff, how could you be that insensitive?
Thank you.
That you feel that cop, that it's okay to just kill a kid.
Justified.
Like, how could you be that hateful about a person, about the color of their skin, that you literally, killing of children doesn't bother you?
Doesn't do anything to you.
You could care less.
You have, and then I read today, it's like, well, the cop, and my thing is with the police, and don't get me wrong, I know 5 or 6 friends that I grew up with that are cops. All of them aren't bad, don't get me wrong, but cops are like, they're like minorities in a sense.
Yeah.
When one of them does something wrong, they're all pretty much, they're all labeled.
Yeah.
If one black guy messes up, they're all that way. So
exactly, and that's all. That's what's sad, because it's like they're gonna get innocent cops killed.
In every city right now, they're looking at all the cops, even the good ones. The one that broke up that domestic violence situation last night at some home that didn't get reported. The one that found a kid that was missing in some neighborhood that didn't get reported. It's messed up now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
I'm just hoping that literally,
I'm hoping that the next time we turn on the news, it gets de-escalated. Yeah. Because it'll be like a forest fire.
Yep.
Because Ferguson's not the only town that is happening.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not the only town.
Literally, and that's the thing about it that I think is just, it's coming to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening. This just happened a week before in New York.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And so you start to see this is a pattern.
Yep.
And that's what really ticks me off when people try to act like it's not race related. Then why is it always involving African Americans?
Thank you.
Like, you know what I mean?
Why is it always in the urban neighborhood? Why is it always a white cop? Why is it always a young black male?
Yeah.
And I have people say, well, it happened in California. They killed that homeless guy. They stomped him and they did this. And I'm like, that's true. But and I feel bad for him. Any abuse,
and that was wrong.
Any abuse of authority, and I say it, you can read comments on my page, but any abuse of power against anybody's dead wrong. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and act like it shouldn't be done just to black people, or it shouldn't be done just to white people.
Wrong.
It shouldn't be done to anybody.
Thank you.
But when's the last time you turned on the news consecutively and it's the same thing over and over to a certain group, certain age?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to wipe out the next generation of black males.
Yeah. And if the people who are sworn to protect and serve become the criminals, then you're pretty much saying you live in a complete and utter unmarshaled war zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally,
literally,
it's beyond the jungle. Like the strongest, if you make it out of here alive,
exactly.
Good luck. You know what I mean? Because if one doesn't get you, the other will.
The other will. You better have all your ducks in a row, or you're never gonna make it.
You better
out.
Make sure you can
be in the house by midnight,
and
don't be out until the sun comes up.
Thank you. Yeah, and you better, if something happens, you better just hit the ground.
And that's the thing that a lot of people, and I hate to say white people, but the majority of them, I had an issue with people, black and white today. It's just the lack of, like you said, the lack of acknowledging. I don't want anybody to agree with anything I say. What I say, what Jordan says, that's his thoughts, my thoughts. Those are my opinions, my beliefs. But to not acknowledge a problem, that's true ignorance to me. And I see people sit back on Facebook all day, and they act like the world is not butterflies and birds.
Thank you.
Period. Because if purging like dirt starts sweeping through neighborhoods, it don't matter who you are. Bottom line,
survive.
Yeah,
survive
it does not matter.
No,
period.
Exactly, and that's the thing that it goes right back to what we were saying. We wait until things get to the point where it's boiling. Like, for instance, people have always said what goes on in the poor minority neighborhoods will eventually get to the rich ones. Mm-hmm. Hence, now look at, you see where the biggest heroin problems and cocaine problems are at. What goes? one of the things people don't understand, and this is what kills me about racism, people are just that. They're people.
Just because black, your issue doesn't get reported on the news doesn't mean there's not an issue.
Thank you. People are people.
Yep.
That's it. And so what goes on in this neighborhood, if you don't take it, will eventually go on to the next. It's just like a virus. It's just like a cold.
It just spreads. And the only difference is it hits some harder, and some are proactive.
Yeah.
They prepare for the storm.
Yeah.
And some don't.
And that's the thing where, you know, you hate to say it, but it seems like that's America's way. You're gonna have to literally, we'll listen to you whenever you burn something or somebody dies.
Let it blow up first, and then we'll come and sweep it up and have a press conference, and then we'll hope it doesn't happen again. 20 years
later, it'll happen again. We'll let it get to that point.
It's the same thing. Like, you can use examples with America with the Oklahoma City bombing. Then you have the bombing like now. I mean, things always reoccur, and every time they reoccur, you always hear the same thing. We knew about it.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming, but we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not like it's civil unrest. It's not a terrorist. It's not somebody from Iran that we're looking for in a cave. No, it's the people that drive up and down the street that their vehicles say to protect and serve.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. And I don't think people understand that. Dude, there's black, white, Mexican. A riot doesn't care.
No. Violence does not care.
Violence does not care. That's one time where race doesn't matter.
No.
And if there starts looting and they start tearing stuff up, everybody and their mom's going to be trying to get involved with that. And you want to see the true criminal element come out?
Thank you.
Whew.
So
for people who try to act like, oh, well, this is just strictly a black and white thing.
No.
It's a human thing.
It's a nation thing.
It's a nation thing. Yeah.
Anytime you can turn on the news, and if you're watching this, you're black, you're white. At some point, it is black or white. Imagine your family, your brother, because the guy who got killed looks like me and him. If he doesn't look like you, just imagine for 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Imagine your brother on TV, your sister on TV, a group of, you're Italian, a group Puerto Rican, a group of your people with armed guns, people with armed weapons just standing there. And in my opinion, they're waiting to use them.
Oh yeah, they signed up to use
them. Yeah, they're waiting to, they might as well, they're treating that neighborhood like it's Iraq or Kuwait or Afghanistan or something like that. And to me, that's the problem I have with, you get so many stories from the news. One news channel has one story, the next news channel has another story. And the scary part is, I'm seeing that they're grabbing reporters because they don't want them doing their job.
Yeah, they don't want them showing that.
No.
They don't want them showing that. And that's the thing too that is sad, even that's just even more depressing, is that you can see what they're going to try to do. Like, okay, well, we'll paint this kid. We'll try to make sure that we make him look as bad as possible, as if him taking a pack of cigarettes or cigars,
whatever,
is worthy of killing him or makes him FBI's most wanted.
Honestly, people, when's the last time you heard of someone robbing a convenience store and they got shot 6 to 10 times?
Yeah, without a gun.
Robbing a convenience store with their bare hands. And they got shot that many times.
Yes, completely unarmed.
They got killed.
And the cop didn't even know that he did that. He was just there.
For $40 worth of Black and Milds or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Trayvon Martin, so what, he had weed in his system. A lot of you do.
A lot of government officials have weed.
Yeah.
A lot of cops do.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I know this.
Yeah.
Because I know some cops who definitely teeter on the on the law side. So
thank you.
That doesn't make you worthy of being murdered.
No.
You know.
And I hate to be like provoke violence, but you can't keep getting pushed.
Yeah. The tiger gets out of the cage.
You got two cheeks. They can only smack them once and smack the other one. And people are gonna react to it. Yeah. And at some point, you have these people, and I wasn't in an area like that in like Ferguson, Missouri, but you have people who feel they're like the trophy. Kill a white man and kill a black man.
One.
When's the last time someone did that and you got paid leave? Paid.
Literally.
Paid. And then you're coming back after a few months.
Thank you.
Paid.
Thank you.
Last time I checked, that was called a vacation.
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
It amuses me. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing people like, okay, let's show them how it feels to start killing them.
Thank you. How would not, and here's the thing too. I wonder how that would play out if I was the cop and that kid was white. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of that argument. I'll tell you that right now. I would not want to be. I would not want to be on that side.
I thought about that. Somebody posed that question on Facebook. And literally, my answer hasn't changed since my cousin posed it like on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I said, he would get killed. If it was Officer Giles and you responded and you shot a white kid, same scenario. You shot a white kid, Squirrel Hill, Shady Side, white area, Fox Chapel, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no, I'm honestly, you might get lynched. That's just my opinion. Yeah. People got mad, but I'm like, that's where they'll take it. That's where they'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, and then you literally, it's when I look at people and you just, I mean, there's some people I haven't seen too much of it, but there's some people I literally blocked on Facebook. Because it was like, and then when I see you, I'll make sure I tell you why I did. And you know why I did. So don't even play stupid with me. Because the thing that makes me just burn up inside is, you know, don't act as if we don't have a problem.
Thank you.
And as if something is not really the way it is and everything. Put yourself in that person's shoes.
Nobody's bitching and complaining for nothing. They're not walking up the street because their taxes went up or their school closed.
Thank you.
No, they're walking up the street because it's injustice.
Yes.
Bottom line, there's no other word for it. And that's what just like you said, if you can't, I hope people would block me or delete me just so I could know how. Weed out the fake ones for me. You don't even have to talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like the level we're at. To me, this is higher than a terrorist threat. Because if it goes off, they're taking out a whole neighborhood. Yeah. And to me, that's more serious than the president going to the Gaza Strip and them shooting rockets at each other over oil. No, we got men and women who are not getting to grow up.
Thank you.
At all. 17 years old, like
done. And whenever I looked on the news today, talking of divide, look who just happened to show up. Oh, the KKK.
Yeah.
So now you have what wasn't racial, supposedly, it seems to appear to be very racial.
Now they're paying his legal fees. His legal fees and his salary while he's suspended.
Yeah.
So they just recruited that officer.
Yeah.
So if there was no racial line, it's there now.
It's there now.
And I've been saying it's been there anyway, but it's there. You go. You can see it now.
Yeah,
it's their national organization to hate.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's there now. It's not even a question. They've made it clear. This is the line. Either you step on this side or you step on that side.
And that's what's irritating is I see so many people, and you have a diverse group of friends. Why are you scared? It's not like you're saying Matt is right or Jordan's right.
And if your friends can't respect your argument, or they don't even want to hear it, well, that's not your friend.
No.
That's not your friend. And that's the thing.
I've been deleting and blocking people all week.
And you know what? Situations like these are just like whenever the presidential election was going on. You see a lot of people's true colors.
Side come out right now.
True colors come out right now.
Oh, I can be friends with you, but there's a line. There's a line we're gonna draw.
We don't want this.
We can listen to the same music and we can watch the same sports and
it's the fan.
But when
we're on our own, and that's the thing that really bothers me, because there's some people who you thought you knew, and they clearly see this is and just to let you know, people, and this goes for all races.
Yeah.
When somebody has a problem with a certain particular race or culture, you feel it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that goes for everybody's right. If you're Italian and you're somewhere and you sense
and they don't like Italian,
you can sense it.
Yeah.
You can try to hide it all you want. You feel it. It's just something in your spirit. You feel it, and it's not even a question. And that's the thing that makes me mad, because you'll see people, I don't have a problem, and then like literally a week later, you see them getting caught on tape.
Thank you.
And it's like, so we were crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
We were real crazy, yeah. We all was all in our head.
Black,
you know what I mean? Like,
some of you got Facebook accounts. Go back to, if you can archive back to when the president was elected.
You'd have called him everything but the N-word.
The N-word would have been nice.
Thank you.
He went from you would have thought he had his GED and got in the office. Some of the comments I was hearing people saying.
Everything but his actual presidential views.
Thank you.
Like everything but he's lazy. He's not this. First of all, the guy graduated from Harvard. A lot of these people couldn't even graduate first year class from high school.
CCAC.
Yeah, thank you.
No disrespect.
They couldn't even win the class president of their high school at the age they're at now. So how in the world? So you tell me how that works out. I mean, I have all the respect in the world for people who disagree with his presidential. That's fine. But don't sit there and just, well, he's just not, I don't like him.
You can use everything in the world. You can discredit him on everything but his credibility, because it's up here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you were doing that to him, you should have dragged Bush out the office by his neck. He should have never got in. As soon as he said, President, you guys should have been like, spell it.
Thank you.
Because his credibility was shot. Period. Period.
Thank you.
Y'all should, as soon as he ran, you should have begged Clinton to come back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bottom line.
And the thing was, even when he was in office, and I very much disagree with all of his principles, I still respected him as the United States president. He still had to do something to get to that point. I mean, these are not weak people to get to that point, no matter how bad they were in office.
This is not exactly the TV show Scandal.
Thank you. Where anybody can get on here.
Yeah. No, it don't work like
no, you're the president of the free world.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
So wonder why it took this long to get Barack in. There's reasons why it took this long for a black man to get in.
Yeah. And that's, like you said, that's another thing that we see. The country literally had to fall to its knees. Where it was, oh, you know what? Give him a shot. All right, just give
I could imagine what will happen if he goes there. They'll be like, oh, we'll figure it. President will go to Ferguson.
Yeah.
He's black.
He's black. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to be on their side.
Thank you.
So to me, when people try to discredit race, it can't. Like, I don't use the black card. I don't believe in that's like my Trump card in every situation. But to, like I said, to friends and whoever wanted to read it today, to not acknowledge a problem unless it's happening to you, you're supporting it.
Yeah.
Period.
You are the problem. And that's the thing too. When I saw somebody who literally, people were writing comments on their account and they weren't correcting them or anything, and these were racist comments. And after I saw that, and then for nothing to be said, and then it happened again and nothing to be said, it was like, and then you see people liking the comment, and it was like, okay, these are obviously people that you associate with, and you haven't said anything.
Thank you.
So you must feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and delete you.
So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, the one good thing is it helps me weed out. And like I said earlier, it helps me weed out black and white.
Yeah.
Believe me. Because I told a bunch of people today in the last couple of weeks that this has been going on. Honestly, as black people, I have problems with us in this situation. My problem just doesn't stem from resentment towards white people or the white man or no.
Humanity.
Exactly. Humanity. I have problems with us right now, and I don't understand the rage that's in that neighborhood because I don't live there and I haven't lived through it. But as a black man and seeing this played over and over, I understand what's in their hearts.
Yeah.
Believe me, I cried when I seen it on video. I mean, I love everybody. I try to promote that, but it hurts to see it over and over. You've had countless times where you've been in situations where pulled over with either you're driving, your friend's driving, and it's like somebody wants to test your pride, strip you of your pride and your manhood just because they can.
Yeah.
Just because you can.
Thank you. Just because I can, just because I literally have a shield that says I can do whatever I want.
Thank you.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
And it's worse if you haven't committed a crime. Because in some of their eyes, you're supposed to. When they pull you over and they run on your information, they're going to stay an extra 20 minutes because they didn't find nothing on you. So they're going to sit back there,
relax for a while,
relax and call another car. Yeah. And people were laughing at me, but I'm like, I'm serious. I've been in a car with one of my friends before and had 6 cop cars pull up on me and my boy. Yep. 6. And then I had had a cop try to justify it yesterday as to why they pulled up on us like that. I said, that's the protocol, right? 2 black guys, we get 8 cops.
Thank you. Thank you. And who aren't being resistful, who do not have any type of smell of
nothing,
alcohol or marijuana or anything, just because. And that's the thing that, oh my gosh, you know, if you can't see this, that this is just wrong, then seriously, you literally need to check your pulse.
Serious.
And you really should have yourself checked out.
Period.
Yeah.
Across the board, it just so happens that it affects our culture, our race the most.
Thank you.
And I'm not discrediting. Like, I could Google now instances where white people have been abused by the police, but it's not, the number's not swarming. It's not alarming. It's not coming.
This is just the ones we caught.
Thank you.
This is just the ones we caught.
Thank you.
There are countless other ones that I'm sure have been swept under the rug.
I mean, I've had instances from being pulled over for peeing in public on the south side of Pittsburgh, where I swear to God, if my buddy was here now, he would tell you where cops were there. 3 cops, four cops on East Carson, weapons drawn, while I'm pissing in a back alley because I was drunk. Sorry, but just like this, pointed at me and my boy, while they're acknowledging what we're doing.
Yeah.
Then why are your guns drawn if you're already acknowledging?
What am I gonna do? Pee on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like, to me, it gets to a point.
They're signing up to use these guns. They're signing up to use these weapons. I mean, it's let's just call a spade a spade. These people, there are people, not all, there are people on this force, on these police forces, who are signing up, who have pent up rage and hatred. They're signing up to literally, I can legally kill someone.
Thank you.
Literally.
It's like they've turned, it seems like the urban neighborhoods are the war zone and the cops are the soldiers. It's not a neighborhood anymore.
No.
It's like a war zone.
And I will say this, and I will say this proudly. And I look at the camera directly, and I hope you can really look in my eyes. America, if you do not get this right this time, I can promise you, you will not like what lies ahead.
No.
It's just plain and simple. You will not like what lies ahead, because at that point you will pretty much be saying, we don't respect you, we don't really care about what happens to you.
No.
So therefore, in our eyes, you are pretty much second-class citizens.
And you're going
to do whatever.
You're going to help to justify those actions.
So it's open season on you guys. You know what? And so what people are going to do is, like you said, you can only push people so far before they say enough is enough. And I know if I feel that way, because I'm pretty much for peace.
Thank you.
But at this point, if they get it wrong, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm not encouraging anybody to riot or anything, but what I am saying is that you're not going to keep killing unarmed, innocent kids.
No, and I'm not even...
And I say innocent because he didn't do anything to be murdered.
Thank you.
He wasn't tried and convicted, and you stole some Black and Milds, or you had some weed in your system, so therefore I sentence you to death.
He wasn't a threat on himself, the community, or anyone else.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's just,
it makes me sick. I mean, I have to sit back and relax, because it's so touching, and it's grim,
It's scary to turn on the
scary.
news. Like people fear. It's crazy because people fear what's going on in other countries right now, but won't acknowledge what's going on in our
front of your
backyard.
eyes. Yeah.
Like these are whatever you might be like, and I keep saying it's not white or black. These are your people too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Period.
These are your friends.
Period.
And that's the thing about it, that is, even if you don't want to acknowledge it from a racial standpoint, acknowledge it from a human.
From a social issue right now.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't making these stories up.
Thank you.
Like,
and the thing is, I wrote this, if we, look how we united for ALS with a water bucket. Now imagine if we could unite like this, just to unite like this. If we could unite the way we do for football games.
Thank you.
For sports events.
Thank you.
Imagine if we could unite like that, because let's be honest, the money and the power is in us being segregated. We can control.
Yeah.
We can control this group of people and this group of people,
we can
and
keep
the money
them out
stays
of
here at this point, and we only let so much get into this point. We ain't let so many of these people here. We ain't let so many of these people there. That is what, honestly, America has been built on.
Built on segregation.
Built on segregation. I mean, from the time period that we could start, America has literally, okay, here we go, here's the Indians.
Learn how to slap rules
them over there.
Learn how to slap different rules and laws into
different
place.
Regulations that affect and prohibit people and slow people down and move you. And that's the thing. America is one of the greatest countries, but I won't, on the other hand, act as if that there is not different type of policies and procedures really aren't in my favor.
No, they're not.
They're just not.
Like,
they're not in your favor. That's just the way it is.
I could go on and give you a million scenarios, and it's crazy how you have to be a chameleon.
Literally.
Like, you have to learn how to blend in every.
Don't be too this or this. Don't be too loud of that. Don't wear your hair this way.
Don't walk this way. Don't talk this way too much. Learn how to, handle yourself under the gun. Learn how to handle yourself, in front and behind the gun these days. Yeah. But it's just like, it's crazy to me. And like you said, I mean, we're at a point right now where if they don't handle something major the way it should be handled, and people keep saying, what should we do? I'm not in a position, I'm not on the Senate or the government to make the call. But if the people who are supposed to make the call don't make the call, the cleanup's going to be way messier than 9/11.
Thank you.
Believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me.
They're going to burn.
Believe me.
It's
going to spread. Serious.
We'll burn this thing down. You get us pissed. And that's the thing. We haven't we learned anything from the LA riots?
Thank you.
And you burnt a whole entire city down. And it's going to spread. It's not just going to be in the poor
like
little
wildfire
communities.
And the crazy part is, what I'm starting to see now, what it's going to take, and I hate to say this, for them to acknowledge it, it's going to take white people to realize it's a problem. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to see white people on Facebook posting signs, and they're not going to, and I hate to say it, but America's not going to really care about it until you guys care about it. Period. We've been marching for years.
Literally.
Period.
Literally.
Period.
Literally.
And what's happened?
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, we got a bunch of rich brothers who play football and basketball. We got a small group of doctors. We got a small group of lawyers. We got a small group of teachers. We got a small group of businessmen. I mean,
look,
come on,
me and you are businessmen, and look how hard we've had to bust our tail.
Thank you.
With getting more education than required.
More education than your boss.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. More education, more experience, more this, more that. Talk this way.
Thank you. Carry yourself that way.
Thank you. And it's funny because a lot of people don't understand. And this is a great great show because what we're talking about affects everybody.
Everybody.
This is not aimed toward hatred or anything like that. We're doing what we should have been doing. We're talking about differences. That's what America needs to do.
Most people are scared of it.
Yeah, we need to sit down and talk
and that's why I had
about this.
That was my issue earlier today. I'm like, one, out of your race, and you can't open your mouth when an issue that affects your race and the nation is going on. I got a problem with that.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
You're black at the end of the day.
And even in the white case, if you see that and your husband or your wife is black, and you see that, you should be able to go to them. Yeah, I'd go to. You should go to them. Like, yeah, I saw that, honey. That was completely wrong. Something needs to be done about it.
And it just irritates me how,
like, oh gosh,
I see so many dudes that I know.
Thank you.
Sitting back, like everything is
like they should be on Fox News.
Thank you.
Like they should be literally like the Uncle Toms that they get on Fox
Like they
News.
don't want to lose their position right now.
Yeah.
You're not anything. That could be gone in 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
I'm like, before, I told my wife that, before a lot of my boys that this thing happened to, before you started dating white chicks, you were so pro-black, and now you got on and you got what, don't lose who you are for somebody. If I marry a white girl, she should accept and embrace my culture just like I'm going to embrace hers. I'm going to go to her family function. She's going to go to mine. If I'm angry, that's what, and she's angry at something, or there's an issue that affects my people, because at the end of the day, I'm a black man.
Thank you.
Period.
And that's what some of these people need to understand. Don't drink the Kool-Aid too much.
No, because you'll get a mean reality check, and they'll bring you right back.
Thank you.
To realize that you're black, and I'm speaking from the heart. Believe me.
Thank you.
They'll bring you out. I gotta iron my pants and put a nice shirt on for work every day, but don't get it confused. They will bring me right back to earth.
Thank you.
And let me know that I'm still a black man. Not saying that I want some kind of pity or respect, but I'm trying to educate people who don't know. Just like if something was going on in the Latino community, I'm gonna sit back and let one of my boys tell me what's going on, because I don't know.
Thank you.
Period.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the only way that you'll make progress, is if we sit down and we talk. And we find out, okay, what is it about your community that feels this way? What is it about your community that feels that way? Okay, now how do we collectively come together and figure a way to resolve this?
Because nobody's, and believe me, black people, nobody's getting what they want in the end.
Thank you.
White people aren't. No, black people aren't.
Nobody. And you can't. I mean, that's
work.
the way of
Nothing
life.
works like
that's
that.
the way of life. Exactly.
Period.
I mean, and when you look at the whole fabric of the American culture, it's built literally on, you're going to have to find some way to deal with it.
You gotta find that common ground.
You
gotta meet in the middle. There's no meeting. Giving white people 75% of the law works for them, give the blacks 25.
Yeah.
If it's not 50-50, at some point
it will fail.
It will blow up in your face, and right now the fuse is lit.
It's lit. It's literally, and we're counting down. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it, is I really honestly hope. It's sad, and it bothers me, because it makes you think, are we really ever going to make serious strides?
Exactly.
Serious strides. I mean, for people who just sit, and I hear people sit and say, well, we have a black president.
That means
First of all, we have one president.
He's
one. And number two, I'm tired of people. Why if his mom's white and his dad's black, why is he automatically, I mean, you know, like, you can tell that's race right there. That obviously
strip everything.
You know what I mean?
Sounds Muslim.
His name
sounds like a terrorist.
He's not from America. And it's like, you know, when I see that, after a while, it's so disheartening, and it's so hurtful, and it makes you really honestly depressed and grim, and it makes me wonder, are we really honestly going to ever make any serious strides?
And the opportunities have been there the last decade or two to make these strides. This might be the big, 9/11 was the greatest opportunity. This might be bigger than that, because 9/11 was an outside threat. These threats, they're not flying in. They're walking into your house.
Literally.
Period. They're not sneaking in with fake Visa cards to get in. They're here now.
Yeah.
They're here now.
Yeah.
Period.
And that's that. If that doesn't wake you up,
something's wrong with you.
Something's wrong, because if that's the case, here's a prime example. If that's the case, okay, and an officer could do something like that, how often do you how in what amount of time do you start to think that even more psychos will sit and say, that might be where it's at. You know what? It ties me into everything. I can pretty much do whatever I want. I'm going to start, you know what? I'm going to try to start, and they're going to slowly but surely, and then you can start to see it branching out into other crimes.
Yep.
People getting raped. Yep. People getting abused of different cultures and different things.
Yep.
Because you know what? You've shown that I am the almighty say-so. I am the law, judge, and jury right there.
Yep.
Forget the judicial system. I am it.
Yep.
So what I say goes.
Spot.
Yeah. So what I say goes. So if I say that, you know what, you are dressed a little too provocative, and I want to take advantage of that, it's your word against mine.
And over the years, my word has been winning, so my word is the law.
Thank you.
And
it will, and just if people, I don't think people understand.
No.
What goes around comes around,
and the wave that comes back around is going to be worse than the first wave that started everything.
What affects one culture will eventually make its way to everybody.
Please believe
that.
And it
might not be in 5 years, it might not be in 10, but it will.
Believe me,
make its way back around to the forefront, and it will actually, you will be a victim at that point. So, you know, it's sad that it continuously gets to this point. And when you see people look and act or like you're crazy, or then, well, I just won't acknowledge it. It's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's not going anywhere.
It's really not. This is the whole circus.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
This is the big. Yeah, the fuse is just lit. It didn't blow up yet.
Thank you. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
We've been getting all these warning signs, like, you know, to come together, and I know the racial issues in our country aren't going to be where everybody would like, because you have some people that the ignorance is what fuels them.
Oh yeah, and they've been taught generation after generation.
Ignorance is what fuels them.
I mean, they love it,
and that's what they run on, and that's fine. But on the other hand, it's an opportunity for the masses of us. The masses of us aren't millionaires and wealthy. The masses of us are going to work in these communities every day.
Our children play together.
Thank you.
They go to school together.
My son is the only black kid in his class in school. My daughter's the only black girl in her class at school. I mean, we come from, like you just said, we could have made so many strides over the years, and we've come to, and I hate to be it, but we haven't really woken up from Dr. King's dream yet. It still hasn't, you know what I mean, sunk in. And my thing is to address my people, like I always say on Facebook or whatever, Twitter. I'm not pro-black or pro-white. I'm a human first. I'm a black man. I don't speak for every black man, but I will say this, like I've been telling a lot of brothers, until me, Jordan, and a bunch of other black men who don't know each other can sit down like this and talk about until we can talk, period, nothing's going to change for our communities at all. Until we can sit down as men and talk about anything. Anything.
I mean, and that's
nothing. I've been telling dudes on Facebook, yeah, the revolution, it doesn't matter. Somebody said Bloods and Crips united. For what? Because if this dies down in a week, they'll be killing more niggas next week.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
Bottom line.
So
to me, I don't need Al and Jesse and those guys to give us a speech and to walk up and down DC. Because if a nigga would have did it, nobody would care right now. Period. And people can say what they want. I challenge a lot of y'all out there who are like, oh, no, I'm not crazy. We marched for Trayvon. Rest in peace. He was 17. It was tragic. We're going to march for this young man. It was tragic. It shouldn't have happened. There's a nigga right now in Homewood or the North Side that's going to get killed by a man who looks like me, and we're not going to care.
Nope, it's completely irrelevant.
Thank you.
It's just, oh well, that's another one.
It's justified.
It's just another one. Yeah.
It's justified homicide because we look alike.
Yeah.
And to me, I say this, I've been saying this for years, the only way as black people that we'll be able to get the respect we deserve is if we start valuing each other.
Thank you.
Period.
And we have to unite. We have to unite and, like you said, respect and value each other. And then as time goes on, because you know what, if we unite and we come together, we've shown we can do anything.
Thank you.
When we come together
and
unite. There's nothing that cannot be accomplished. And if we could do that, it won't even be a question if a cop who kills a kid is going to get off. It won't even get to that. Trust me.
You won't seek the respect.
You'll get it.
You'll get it.
It won't even be a question.
They won't come into the neighborhoods with their fists balled up looking for trouble. Yeah. They'll drive through the neighborhood and keep going. Period.
And they'll patrol it like it should be.
And that's my thing. I keep telling brothers that, and I'm like, I feel you. You're on the Malcolm X, the early Malcolm X. Read the whole book, because at the end, Malcolm wasn't like that. Period. And that's why Malcolm got killed.
Yeah.
Read the whole book. You're like on the Martin Luther King. Yes, believe me. But are you guys reading the whole book? Or
just the part that you want?
The part that pertains to that fueling your anger.
Thank you. And if the only reason that people unite is to loot and riot and pillage and tear everything to shreds, that's the worst possible scenario. That is not uniting.
You don't unite to destroy.
Just crime. That is literally, it's just melee.
You don't unite to destroy.
Thank you. Yeah.
Period.
Thank you. I mean, that is completely and utterly dysfunction at its best.
Definition of unity is to come together to build up.
Yeah.
Not to tear down.
Yeah.
I'm not calling 10 of my brothers together so we can burn down my neighborhood.
Thank you.
I'm calling 10 of my dudes together so we can build it back up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
And let's build it. And the thing is, too, and I issue this challenge to everybody. Black, white,
whatever.
Latino, whatever it is. You know what? Go make some friends who don't have the same complexion as you.
Exactly.
Go and talk to somebody at work or in the office or somebody who doesn't look like you.
Thank you.
You know, and literally get to know them. Ask them what they're about, what they come from. Get to know somebody who's not in your immediate circle.
Thank you.
Who doesn't look, talk, and act like you. That's a challenge that I issue to people, to the American people. Just in general, it doesn't matter what color, race, what culture, where you're from, what your area is divided up, racial wise. Just go and actually speak to someone who does not look like you. Like my dad says, whenever he tells people to invite people to church, invite your friends who don't have the same complexion as you.
Exactly.
I mean, and do that, and that's a challenge.
I guarantee. I don't ever promise. I promise. Just like you said, if everybody did that and stepped outside of their own comfort zone, I bet you any money, all it takes is one chip at the wall to make things start crumbling down. Yep. Try that. And I'm not talking about just saying hi and bye. Actually make a friend, have a conversation. You might actually find out you have more in common than you actually thought.
No, you do.
To be honest with you,
you do.
Like,
I mean, oh man, you're so that is so true. I mean, people. This is what people I think the masses need to understand. People are people.
Yeah.
Problems are problems. Things that make you happy are the same things that make other people happy.
You'll have more, I guarantee this right now. If I sat down with an Asian dude, a white dude, a black dude, we'll all have more in common. We'll have more in common than we have in
differences.
We have differences.
Exactly, 100%.
It's just what you want to let fuel you and let run if you want to run away or you want to run towards each other. I mean, it is what it is, like people say a lot of the times, but right now, it doesn't have to be what it is. And we're at a crucial hour right now. I mean, honestly, like, literally, yeah, we're at like the 22nd hour.
Yeah.
And it's scary right now, man. I've been every night this week, man. Yeah. I pray for that community. I pray over my community, but I pray for that community right now, and it's real. It's
and if it can happen there,
that's why I keep telling people.
It can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it can happen anywhere, and you don't know that all it takes is, oh, a group over here started doing this upstate, or oh, a group over on the West Coast started doing this, or blah blah blah. That's all it takes, and then you get done now, and then you start talking about getting hate groups involved, like the Ku Klux Klan and militias and stuff like that, and they see that as, oh, okay, perfect.
Like
we've been waiting. Yeah, we've been waiting for this day. You know what I mean? Like, we've been prepared. So now you have a nation that is completely and utterly divided. You know, so I mean, that's. I don't know. I just hope that,
it's crazy,
I hope we
man.
can get that.
It's.
So.
I don't know what else to tell you. It's. I mean, we're here to educate everybody. I mean, we got generations that are coming up now, and he has a daughter. I have a son and a daughter, and all you want is for everyone to have a fair shot. Everyone deserves a chance, and I'm not even talking. I'm talking about to live. Because that's what is going on these days. You're taking lives. They're not even getting in the game.
People are dying.
17 years old and 18 years old. That's a child. Like, honestly.
Literally.
So, I mean, if you got anything from it, I'll honestly recommend, if you can do one thing for me, if you're a black male or female and you're watching this, ask one of your white friends to watch it. If you're a white person, male or female, ask one of your black friends to watch it. Honestly, because there's two kind of cycles. There's a negative and a positive, and if we don't do something right now, we already know what the outcome's going to be.
And you know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah, and don't act blind to the fact.
Yeah, please don't, because you acting out of ignorance
that's what got us here in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's you claiming to not know is just as ignorant as claiming to. I mean, let's call it a spade a spade.
You got to call it down the middle. So, I mean, to wrap everything up, just people, like, it's time to wake up. And like I said, like he said, tell a friend to tell a friend, get to know someone, get to experience different things, step out of your circle. The world is bigger than Ambridge or Swickley or Pittsburgh, but for us to get right, it starts here. It starts in our community. And don't get it confused. Ferguson is another name for Ambridge, another name for Aliquippa, another name for Beaver Falls. And the same thing that goes on. There's no shield or bubble around that community. The same thing that happens there can happen right here in our community.
So please definitely, you know, prayers and everything goes out to that community and to that young man's family. And you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, this was definitely a tough subject, a very touchy subject, and an emotionally driven subject. But it was a subject that it had to be discussed. So, with that being said, we'll have another one next week. We'll talk about some different things, but we'll be keeping up with what's going on, and if anything more breaks, we'll definitely be we'll be talking about it.
Don't be afraid to communicate, just like this.
Yeah. So,
that's the key.
Go to voice.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.